Before that, after tea, we lost 2 wickets in 2 balls again. So I was pretty, frustrated at that point of time that something like Perth shouldn't happen again. So the next over, I decided to go after Harris so that I could get runs off that over. And finally, when I got the 100th run, I was on cloud nine because starting your cricket as a young kid, you always dream of achieving a Test century, and the first one is always the most special. So I'm really happy. Well, definitely, I always wanted to be a successful Test player for India, and hopefully, this can be the start for me. And I hope I can be really consistent going ahead in Test cricket. Well, in Sydney, they were after me because I wasn't scoring, and today they were pissed because I got 100. So it hasn't changed much, but the reasons have changed. I mean, we don't go out there to take any kind of stuff from anyone, and we are international cricketers as well. So we're not come here to participate, and they should know that, and we need to let them know that be it in any way, by talking and by performing. So it's much more satisfying. Well, last time he tried to block and he got out, so this time we told him that just play a natural game, and unfortunately he got out the first ball. So I knew he was going to play like that, so I wasn't really shocked, but I was pretty disappointed that he got out first ball. Well, I was going to get dropped after Sydney, and after Perth they wanted to make me bat number 3. So as I said, I'm not really concentrating on what's being said or written. Whatever the team needs me to do, I'll do that. Well, I don't know. Depends on what the team wants. I've batted 3 throughout in one-day internationals. I've batted 4, I've batted 5, 6, and I'm ready to bat anywhere as long as I get to play. I'm ready to bat anywhere, so it's just about getting an opportunity. It happens sometimes 4 players score centuries, sometimes only 1 does, so you can't really say that it's only the first time that they've come to Australia and not performed. I don't know why everyone's forgetting the past 15-20 years when they've done really well against Australia in Australia. So I don't think we are not panicking about it. I don't know why people are. Well, we're thinking the other way. I mean, if you get 2-3 wickets early on in the morning, last time around as well, Australia in the Adelaide Test, they scored 400 on the first day, and we chased down in the 4th inning. So the ball's turning square now, and with Ashwin bowling well, you never know. If they lose 2-3 wickets early in the morning, we still have 2 days of the game to go out there and try and chase down the score they set up for us. So we're thinking the other way. After Sydney was very bad. My mental thinking, and I wasn't in a good mental space, to be honest, after Sydney. And no one did nothing. I was putting myself under pressure myself, because people are going to write things when you don't do well. So if you concentrate on them, you're obviously going to put yourself under pressure. And after Sydney, I went to Perth, and every day I kept telling myself, I've done really well in one-day cricket. That's international cricket as well. I've scored 8 centuries. I kept telling myself that every day, and started really believing in myself once again, and neglecting all the other pressures, as I said. So you have to keep telling yourself you're good enough to be at this level and perform against anyone is really important. You need to believe in yourself before anyone praising you or criticizing you. I was said, Bill Hilfernos said something to me which was totally unnecessary, out of the blue. He wasn't even bowling or doing anything. I survived that run out, and he just said something to me which I can't say obviously in a press conference, but I gave it back to him saying, you didn't even have anything to do with it. Why would you do that? And then Ishant and me both, came together and started saying stuff to them. So they got really pissed with that, I guess. And I usually play my cricket like that. I like to give it back. So whatever happened at the end of the day, as I said, I'm pretty happy with what I did. Well, the sledge, when they get frustrated, I mean, obviously it was hot out there, and they were sledging the players so that they could spoil our concentration, and during that partnership they were really low. Nah, he wasn't saying much. He congratulated me on my 100, both of them actually. They didn't say anything to me. It was pretty low key till that incident happened and all of them came together, but nothing like really major happened. It was normal, that always goes on. Yeah, that incident was. Nothing. He told me to just not give it back, so I might get in trouble. He was pretty mature with that.